If you're looking for titanium parts like bolts, screws, or even pedal spindles, you'll notice that there are two prices. The first is expensive as you might expect it to be for a premium material like titanium. The second is somehow much, much cheaper, and usually is coming from China via AliExpress or maybe Amazon. How can it be so much cheaper? Well, turns out there are a couple of ways. First is that it's not titanium, but possibly stainless steel with some other stuff mixed in. Another is not as pure. It's mixed with another metal like aluminum. Now recently I've run into the which should I buy dilemma when looking to replace the spindle on my Crank Brothers Eggbeaters. Alright, long story short, one of my Crank Brothers titanium pedals is stuck on the fake 5-dev cranks. I cannot get it off. It is seized on there. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe it's the reaction of titanium and the aluminum. I don't know. What I do know is I've tried just about everything to get this off except filing it down and then, just cranking it off like that. That's going to kill the spindle. And again, $140 to replace these spindles, $140 a set. That's just crazy, right? Maybe I'll go with the $30 set from China, like these right here. They're pretty lightweight, and I mean, titanium's supposed to be lightweight, right? But is it actually titanium? Now, there are a couple of ways to test if something is titanium. One is to grind it and look at the color of the sparks. Now, really, titanium is supposed to spark really white. Aluminum is not supposed to spark at all. Steel will throw up some different color, sparks. But titanium, nice, bright white. And really, this is a legit way to test. Another way is to use some chemicals. I think it's been a long time since chemistry. I think we'll call it, maybe it's a reagent. And what happens is you put it on the metal, it'll change colors to indicate what the material is. And I just happen to have that too. Now, I don't have a desk grinder, but what I do is I have this grinder right here. This is a lawnmower blade sharpener. And you know what? I've used this on a lawnmower blade and it throws sparks. So maybe this will work. Maybe this will do what we need. I don't know. We're gonna find out though. Right here, I have the reagent. Right there, it tells you. See that burgundy-ish, that is titanium, and the white is aluminum. Well, this ought to be interesting. I think we're going to try to spark it first. Now, of course, getting this to spark is a lot more trouble than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I don't think it's going to work, and let's try. No sparks. Now that doesn't mean that it's aluminum, it just means that this thing isn't spinning fast enough, I think. But using the titanium testing agent, well, that's a different story. Now, I don't know if you could see that right there. See that right there? Subtle shade of burgundy. That means titanium, and you can see it right here. Can you see that right there? I don't know if you can see the color. There it is. So, this has some titanium in it. It has some titanium. Now, I kind of expected it to have some in there. There's no way to know for sure how much is in there. There's no way to know if it's like mostly aluminum with a little titanium thrown in there. I have no idea. And without being able to get this thing to spark, I can't definitively say, hey, white sparks, look, it's titanium. So I'm gonna measure 2 bare spindles. I'll take this one apart, and then we'll measure the spindles and we'll see, what the difference is in the weight. Now, that's not gonna be exacting, but it'll give us a better idea of kind of, is this legit or is this gonna kill me if I put it on my bike? All right, here they are. This is the original Crank Brothers. This is the Chinese titanium. You can see they look very similar, pretty much dead on, right? There's a little difference right there. See that right there? It's not here. So that might result in slight difference in weight, but otherwise they should be pretty close. And I don't know, I think this one feels a little heavier, but we're gonna find out. Here we go, the original Crank Brothers spindle. Let's get that guy to stand up there. And we have 30 grams. Super light, right? And now we have the spindle from China. I'm telling you, it feels heavier. Oh, but it's not. 29 grams, 28, 29 grams. Wow, this might actually be titanium. Now, I'm not going to lie, I expected this thing to weigh a lot more. I expected this to have some aluminum in it, right? I expected this thing to be, you know, I don't know, maybe 50% heavier than this. Maybe, you know, aluminum again, 60% heavier than titanium, but this one is actually, you know, about a gram lighter at 28.29, and this one is 30 grams. And, you know, this is from Crank Brothers. This is supposed to be titanium. So, yeah, I mean, according to the, you know, the reach and test I did, and then the weight, it looks legit. How freaking crazy is that? I don't know if I'm going to put it on the bike, though. I mean, I'm still a little scared. I mean, what if it's not? What if I'm pedaling and it snaps? The things we do for science. Let's see if it fits the Crank Brothers pedal, and then I'll decide from there. And then the wipers go in there. There we go. We got the seal right there. Let's try the bearing. We got our bearing right there. Oh, we got that on there. We'll try the nut right there. We'll see if that pedal wrench fits. We got that on there. Got a little play in that still. There we go. Just tight enough. We got some spin. It's on there. It fits. It's pretty crazy. So $30 instead of $140. Let's put it on the bike and go for a ride. Well, it turns out maybe there's a third option. Maybe this is real. I know, crazy as that might seem, this might actually be real titanium, or at least very similar to what's in the original. Everything I've done, every test that I could do, I mean, it looks like it's pretty close to being the same thing. Now, I performed the chemical test on this, and I also did it on some aluminum, and I did it on some zinc. And you know what? The color guide, I mean, it worked. Aluminum was white, zinc was kind of yellow, and both of these spindles came out, you know, kind of burgundy-ish brown, which is the color indicator for titanium. I weighed both of them, and they were within 2 grams of each other, which is, I mean, that's pretty insane, right? So everything that I can do without getting a lot more advanced or getting a really high-speed grinder just to see if it throws sparks, which would probably ruin both of them. Everything I can do tells me that this is, I mean, it looks real. There you go. All right, guys, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you out on the trail.